Everybody likes a good cheap ticket, right? That's why we'd like to talk to you about Fan Cave Tickets, one of our first ever sponsors that we had on Hockey in the Fort. Fan Cave Tickets deals in all sports for tickets as a ticket broker. You can give them a shout anytime, and they will give you great deals with absolutely no fees on tickets for any game that they cover. Anything from the NHL, AHL, ECHL, and more hockey, as well as baseball, football, NFL included, and college football, everything else. So all you need to do is get on your phones, go to their website at fancavetickets.com, or give them a shout at 800-936-5338 and ask for Nathan Long and tell him that Hockey in the Fort sent you, and he'll be happy to help you with anything you need. And if you're looking for Komets tickets, make sure you call him ahead of time, and he will have several different offers for you for every home game of the season and even some away games. So again, give everybody a shout up there at Fan Cave Tickets, fancavetickets.com, or the number mentioned earlier. Ask for Nathan Long and tell him that Hockey in the Fort sent you.
You're watching Hockey in the Fort podcast with new Komet forward AJ Jenks. Now here's Ed, Don, and Nick with tonight's show.
All right, guys, welcome to the new episode. We promised we'd have him eventually. He had some stuff come up, but now he's finally in town and wearing that glorious jersey across that everybody's commenting on already.
That's right.
So we'll like to welcome to Fort Wayne in general, AJ Jenks, and his wonderful fiance Stephanie's here as well. So if you see him out and about, say hi, don't be a dick, and we'll go from there. So and ask a ton of questions. He's very open. You guys will love this guy. So we'll go ahead and get started. AJ, welcome to Fort Wayne, as we've said many times. Just in general, what's it like already? What's the transition been like so far?
Oh man, it's been great. So far, everything's been fantastic. We've thoroughly enjoyed our very short time in Fort Wayne, and we're just extremely excited to be here. We love everything about everything we've experienced so far.
All right.
So doesn't tell you sorry for calling you a Tampax.
Man, that is the most G-rated shit I was called while a member of the Walleye from a Komets fan. That's for sure. So we're good on that. No worries, man.
All righty. So let's start from the very beginning. That's what we always do. We start out. Where'd you start? How'd you start playing hockey? What age? And let's go all the way through the career till today.
All right. I got a little bit of a late start playing organized hockey, but growing up in Metro Detroit area in the early 90s, the Red Wings were the best for a very long time. So I was a huge Red Wings fan growing up. The Russian Five, Steve Yzerman, Brendan Shanahan. It was that's what caught my interest. It was the only organized sport I ever really played. Started with roller hockey first, actually, probably about 9 years old. And then the next season came around, I started playing ice hockey and kind of left roller hockey behind. To be revisited. But anyway, I only played 1 year of house hockey, did really well, moved up, played travel for 2 years. I was in Farmington Hills, Michigan. From there, I played a year AAA at CompuWare, and then I wanted to leave. And for some reason, they had some rule in place that they could tell a 13-year-old kid where he could and couldn't play. So I was forced to stick around there, but ended up moving up a level and playing with CompuWare in another age bracket. So that ended up working out really well. Then I played 1 more year minor hockey at Honeybaked, and then it was on to the OHL in Plymouth. See the jersey over there. The thing is amazing. Haven't seen one in years.
Larry Schmidt has a Plymouth Whalers jersey on that is fantastic and autographed. So
it's excellent.
Ask him. I know the smile over here is awesome when he saw it.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that thing as soon as I walked out of the locker room earlier, and I was pretty pumped to see that. Made me feel right at home already.
All right, so you played the O. Did you
Yep.
So did you ever play against Sid in the OHL or not?
Oh, yeah. He played in Erie, so we were in the same conference. We played against each other, oh, man, I don't know, 5 or 6 times a year probably throughout juniors.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I played 1 game in the O. I want to see what was the nastiest arena you ever went into up there?
Oh, man.
Because if you say the same one, I'm going to laugh. Because me and Sid agreed.
It just there's a lot of them. And some of them were so bad that, like, after a couple preseason games, my rookie year, they closed down and they moved them into new nice buildings. So I kind of got lucky that way. But
that kind of sucks though at the same point.
Kind of, yeah. It's nice to see the history in the old dumpy rinks, especially up in northern Ontario. But I'd say Sudbury was a pretty serious shithole.
Wow, it's different.
What was yours?
Windsor.
Oh, the old barn. Yeah, that was terrible.
Man, and the people, holy God, they're right on top of you.
Oh, yeah. I had beers dumped on me over the boards and penalty box. And
I was a goalie. I never had that.
Can't relate? No, that's not a big deal.
The noise level was insane.
Yeah, it got loud in there. But so my junior career, I only played against Windsor in the old barn. I want to say my first year.
Yeah.
And they were so garbage. We beat the piss out of them every time. So we would go there and they already knew they were getting steamrolled. So the crowd was out of it. It wasn't quite the same experience that other people probably experienced there because we were the best team in the league my rookie year. We won it all. And then
not a big deal there, right?
Not a big deal. Yeah, got a ring, whatever. But yeah, Windsor was trash. And that rink was not very nice, but they moved into a really nice rink either my second or third year. And they also got really good and started beating the hell out of us. So I guess we kind of
they beat us
full circle
there. They beat us pretty bad. But I only got once. I was good. And I went to the North American League. So
there you go.
So how'd you get drafted?
Into the OHL?
Yeah, what round or
so I was picked in the 7th round. At the time I was committed to go to University of Michigan. Play at the U.S. National Development Program, whole 9 yards. I didn't know a whole lot about the OHL, being that, we had only been, a hockey family for a handful of years leading up to that point. We didn't know much of a difference between college hockey, OHL, juniors, whatever. So, that year where, we were committed to Michigan, going to the U.S. program, that was also my OHL draft year where we started learning more about, we had teams calling, scouts, whatever. And Plymouth is 30 minutes down the road from my hometown. And my grandparents actually live right in downtown Plymouth, less than 10 minutes from the rink.
Yeah.
So, we had some talks with a lot of OHL teams, kind of went back and forth. And my parents were always really big on school and I was a good student. So, we said, we told Plymouth, if you can pick up my rights, great, just in case for a backup plan. But, don't go wasting any high picks or anything like that, blah, blah, blah. So it turns out they picked me, I think, 7th round. I went to like a rookie orientation camp, blah, blah, blah. There's guys wearing visors and stuff. I've never been a part of any of this before. And, it's like a really professional atmosphere. These guys are playing 68 games a year. It's like playing pro at 16 years old.
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing. I was blown away. I was like, oh, holy shit, I got to be a part of this. Plus, these guys are fighting, beating the hell out of each other. And I go to a college hockey game and everybody's, smashing their face masks together and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, I think the OHL is more for me. So eventually you just made that decision and rode with it.
Everybody keeps commenting on that damn jersey.
Oh, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's what's up. This thing is badass.
So just to let everybody know, that is the first Komets jersey he's ever put on. So
yeah, fortunately, not the last.
Yeah.
But I will be hanging on to this one for a minute.
All right. So you played OHL, and then after the did you go straight? Where'd you go after that? For everybody.
So I got drafted after my second year in juniors, Florida Panthers. I signed a contract with them after my 4th year junior. Turned pro, went to Rochester my first year, played the whole year there. And then the team switched affiliates. So Florida was affiliated with Rochester, and the affiliation agreement had expired. And then the next year, which would have been my second year pro, they signed on with San Antonio. So I went down to San Antonio my second year. It sucked. I love San Antonio. I had an awesome time there, probably too much fun, which is why I say it sucks. Because
You went on the river, didn't you?
The river walk.
Yeah.
I found my way there a time or two. But I just extremely underperformed. I didn't do well. I was there for a week and my truck got stolen. So I'm, in a new city, just moved into a new apartment, trying to get my bearings, trying to be a pro hockey player, trying to deal with insurance companies and police and all this stuff. And it just all added up to a not so pleasant experience and really poor performance on the ice on my part for sure. And then I ended up, that was my first taste of the ECHL that second year. I ended up going down to Cincinnati for a few weeks. And then made my way back up San Antonio. And things still not going so great for me. And working with my agent, tried to get a trade out of there, get a new change of scenery. Hopefully something would work out. And you learn early that the grass isn't always greener.
Yeah. So after San Antonio, where'd you go?
I got traded to the Carolina Hurricanes. I reported to Charlotte. My first day with the team was an absolute nightmare. I flew from San Antonio to somewhere in Wyoming to somewhere in Washington State up to somewhere in Alberta and then across to Abbotsford where Calgary's old American League team played because that's where the team was. And I met up with the team there, had like a 26-hour travel day or something like that. It was just outrageous. And then, that was my beginning of my tenure in Charlotte.
Then Toledo after?
So I was kind of up and down with Charlotte after that year, Charlotte and Florida Everblades. After that 3-year deal expired, I signed another one with the Everblades. Played out that year, and in the offseason, they traded my rights to Toledo. And that's how I wound up in Toledo. So for 5 years.
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few.
So I'm noticing some names from Toledo watching.
Oh boy.
Nephew. Everything's good to say.
What's up, guys?
So I guess we'll give you the shot to tell these guys what the last 5 years meant to you and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously not there anymore, but the last 5 years I thought were, I had an awesome time in Toledo. I met a lot of awesome people, and I'm extremely grateful for everything, from the organization, especially from the fans. The support was awesome. And I just want to say a quick thank you to all those guys.
Yeah, but he's ours now, so back the hell off.
Don't get too close now.
Yeah, we'll see you in November. Actually, we'll see you before that. I think.
What's that?
I think we see him the second week of the season, actually.
I believe so.
Not going to rush you into it at all. But all right, so trying to see if we have any questions. Everybody's just saying welcome like crazy.
Hey, thanks for the welcomes, guys. I'm glad to be here.
Coach's wife's watching, so watch what you say.
All right.
Yeah, everybody's just saying welcome. Not too many questions.
No boo birds yet?
No, not one boo bird.
They haven't tuned in yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in you guys.
Seriously, come on.
Yeah,
we had gotten some questions before. I was trying to find that post earlier. I couldn't find it.
There's been a shit ton of them since.
Yeah.
This is a Toledo guy. I know that.
Who's this?
Who, Aaron?
This is Aaron Recker.
Yeah, he's a Fort Wayne guy.
Yeah, Fort Wayne. Yeah. I have a 2-part question. He says,
Let's hear it.
what was going through your mind when Garrett Klotz cross-checked you 4 times in the back? And can you get me his autograph?
Wow. Finally. About time you showed up, man. We've been waiting on you.
Aaron posted earlier that he's not going to cheer for you till you get 20 goals.
I'm cool with that.
Or
you got to earn it. I'm cool with
Or buy
that.
him a
I
beer.
respect that. All right.
I'd rather have the goals. Fuck his beer.
Yeah, we'll get 20 goals and a beer. How about that?
There you go.
We'll go over the top for you. But let's get back to that question. I'm not gonna lie, I already forgot both parts.
What was going
Klotz.
through your
Oh,
mind? Yep.
So that guy, oh man.
Well, he's a piece of work. We'll say that.
He's a piece of work for sure. And I will say I'm pretty good at getting under people's skin at times.
No.
Yeah, occasionally.
Did you just change to that?
Yeah, it's something new I've been trying
that
out.
might work out for you.
Yeah, it's you got to stay in the game. You've been around a while and you're kind of stale. You got to bring something fresh. So I got under Mr. Klotz's skin pretty good, and I just remember he hit me once. I remember kind of like looking back and seeing this look in his eyes, like this guy is a loose fucking cannon. Like, this guy wants to take my head off. So he hit me once, and I was like, I'm not really convinced that this is the best thing for me. And then he kept coming with it, and I was like, oh shit, here we go with all this.
Well, he's huge too. That doesn't help.
He is massive, and like I've been cross-checked by a lot of large people. Cody Soul being one of them. He's a very strong boy. But this Klotz
I heard he was really
character,
loved in your old barn too.
Oh yeah, they love him.
He's loved everywhere.
Well, not unlike myself.
Yeah.
That the type
Yeah, you
of
guys kind of
reputation's
both have that
earned.
reputation.
Yeah.
It's earned. It's earned. And you know what? I'd take Cody Soul on my team any day. And I've never played a game with him, never played a shift with him, but I don't care to play against him.
Yeah, don't blame you.
But anyway, back to the Klotz thing. Honestly, I just kind of blacked out. I was like, hey, don't get your head smashed into where you can't play anymore. And then B, if this works out where you can get back up, hit that fucking guy in the face. Try and get this guy's teeth on the ice.
All right.
There's a bunch of questions rolling now.
Yeah, we got
perfect.
them.
Now we're
Bunch of them
going.
come.
We just had to break the ice.
All right, cool. We're rolling now.
What's your number going to be?
47.
Is it 47?
It's 47.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So whoever was saying he's taking 44, shut the hell up.
Yeah. No chance.
We got
why did you choose us versus any other team? Did you come to us or did we come to you?
The Komets reached out first, for sure. And I was talking to a handful of teams, and the decision, a lot weighed into it. It wasn't just like next best option, Fort Wayne, blah blah blah. It was, we had our options, we did our homework, and we really felt comfortable with the Frankies and how they were with us, and also with our coaching staff, Ben Boudreaux, Olivier Legault. They made us feel like family right away. They made us feel like this was going to be a really good spot. We were fortunate that my fiance Stephanie, she's able to transfer within the company she was working for in Toledo, so she's going to be able to do that here in Fort Wayne without too much of a hassle getting into that position. So there are a ton of things that led us to Fort Wayne, but most importantly is I want to win. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm playing hockey, and I want to go somewhere I'm going to get the best chance to win. And at the end of the day, Fort Wayne was that place for me for sure.
we know about your history with Sidlowski.
Here it is.
Excited about playing with him and any of the other guys you're looking forward to playing with?
Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't be excited about playing with a guy that's an MVP of the league? He's an unbelievable offensive talent, and I've known this since we were 10, 12 years old, and I'm extremely excited about it. They have a lot of really quality returning players, like guys that I'm really excited to go to battle with.
Do you have anybody in mind that you can think of right off the top besides Sid?
I know Brady Shaw. I'm excited about that guy. He's a good player. He scores some dirty goals. He does the right things on the ice for sure. He's a really good player. I'm excited about that. Who's the D-man? Binkley. Yeah. Binkley's a really good player. The professor, is that what they call him? I haven't met him yet. I've heard really good things. I know he's a Ferris guy.
Quiet guy. We had him on our show back in June.
He was one of our first.
One of our first players, and
awesome.
That is one of the coolest, most calm-natured guy you'll ever be around.
Awesome.
But when it comes time to go on the ice, he's a different dude.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, I played against him. I know what he does out there.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I'm excited. I'm on his side now. So
yeah. So what about Sean St. Amant? Have you watched him at all much? Or
St. Amant.
I don't think
we played against him when he was on Colorado in the conference finals. I want to say the year before Fort Wayne did. Yeah. And I don't remember a ton about him. I do remember him scoring a couple goals on us, taking a couple nice minuses there. So thanks for that. But I know he's a really gifted offensive player. Yeah. From what I've heard and, from the very little bit of experience I've seen firsthand, but definitely another guy I'd definitely be excited to, possibly skate with.
Hopefully he's around long enough to do that.
Right. No, it's looking like this roster has a lot of guys that could be looking at some call-ups.
Yep. You are not lying there.
Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you want to have that for sure.
So what are your goals for this young team, assuming with your leadership in the past and being a veteran? Yeah, no, that's a really good question. It's not something I put a whole lot of thought in, being that I haven't met any of my teammates yet, but I obviously there's a couple watching, so they're kind of meeting you right. Okay. All right. Hey, what's up, boys? Nice to see you. But for me, I think it's really important for the whole team to come together as early as possible in
positive, fun team setting, everybody working hard, everybody pulling the rope on the same goal. And, the quicker you get, that good camaraderie, the chemistry in the room, you get guys excited to be at the rink, guys excited to play and show up every day and work for each other. That's what's going to bring a lot of success, especially in the beginning of the year. So that's something that I think I can help bring is, helping guys just adjust and, get used to the new culture that we're bringing in with, the new coaching staff and just kind of help lead the ship that way.
Nice. So we'll go away from a couple of questions here. So you've had your fair share of scraps, tilts, all that good stuff in the league.
Oh yeah.
One of our favorite questions is who's the one that what was your favorite guy that you fought? And then what was one that you just absolutely regretted every minute of it before and after?
Before, obviously the after. You know what? I'm knocking on wood right now. I haven't gotten beat up too bad, fortunately. I'm sure everybody here's waiting to hear about it. Yeah, I fought Sid a couple of years ago. The guy popped me a couple pretty good ones, but that guy's tough as hell. That guy beats the hell out of everybody. So I'm not one bit ashamed of that, and it's something that I definitely owed him. So yeah, there's that. I didn't really want to. we can take that one for the not wanting to. I did not want to, but yeah, it was something that had to happen for sure. And then what was the other part of that question? Sorry.
What was the one that probably your favorite fight you've been in? The one you'll remember forever?
Oh man. No. Well, yeah, I'm obviously not going to forget that one. But I was playing for Florida, and I don't even have a clue what this guy's name was. I only played against him one time, but every shift I was on I think I had a pretty good game. I think I had 3 or 4 points maybe, and I was having a good night. I was feeling pretty good, and this guy would just not leave me the fuck alone. He was following me everywhere, sticking me in the nuts, sticking me in the back of the legs. He's like, come on, let's go. Finally, I was just like, get the fuck away from me. I threw my shit off, and I've never beat the hell out of somebody so bad to the point where I almost felt bad about it. This guy, he wanted it so bad, and I finally gave it to him. He didn't
turtle up close.
No, he took it. He took it. I hit this guy square in the face at least 7 or 8 times, and he just took it. So good on him. I don't remember your name, but thanks for being my punching bag for the night and making me feel tough.
People are looking up.
He played for Orlando. Yeah. That's all I know.
Played for Orlando. Oh, the people are going to be looking this up.
Oh, yeah.
So while we're
I don't think I've even ever seen a video from it, honestly.
Oh, we could find it.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So while we're on the subject, did you see the new rule from the E today?
No, I did not.
So pull it up, Ed.
It's basically 10 fights, and then you get suspended, and for every fight over the 10, you get another game.
In other words,
aggressive.
The coast thinks they're European now. So.
Right, yeah. That's not going to go over real well with our guys.
Yeah,
well, this league in general.
What's going to happen, in my opinion, is
everybody
the minute you hit that, you're gonna start getting cheap shots everywhere, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it.
Well, yeah, hopefully that's not what happens. That's not what you want.
Well, yeah,
see. But yeah, it's kind of looking that way.
See if you can find it.
Yeah.
14.
No, anything after 10.
No, there's a difference. After 14, I think you get 2 game suspension.
Correct. Yeah, there's a 2-game suspension after 14.
Of course, how many times in a season have you fought 10 times?
I don't think I've even touched 10, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
And you know what? For the guys that do, that is such a tough job. So much respect there.
Well, Crunky had 16 last year.
It's one thing to get punched in the face, but when you're throwing hands as hard as you can, you want to hit somebody, and you're just smashing your hands against hard plastic helmets. That shit sucks.
Yeah.
It is not fun. I would almost rather get punched in the mouth than punch somebody in the helmet. That's why I don't fight as much these days.
I hated when they changed the rule that you couldn't take your helmet off without getting an extra.
Well, yeah, I stopped fighting quite a bit less around that time, just because I've broken both my wrists, plenty of finger knuckles, and it's not worth it. You maybe go fight and fire everybody up and cool, rah, rah, rah. But then all of a sudden you're sitting for 4 weeks, and it's all right, well, that maybe wasn't so worth it.
Let's see.
I haven't had any luck finding it.
It's on the Die Hard page.
They're probably trying to hide that.
Might be.
I would be.
Would you be willing to give up the A that you had in Toledo to someone here, as long as the team is tight knit and gels well, not gyms?
Oh, without a question, absolutely. To me, CA, that's a little bit extra weight on your jersey. It's all about the team. It's not about, who's wearing what. As long as you have a solid leadership group, a core of guys that are buying into what the coach is selling and, doing the right things every day, leading by example, it doesn't matter who's A, C, nothing.
Yeah.
I could care less about it, honestly. Is it something that I want? Yes, absolutely. Is it something that's make or break for me? By no means.
I think we found the rule, right, Ed?
Yeah. All right. So when players reach 10 fighting majors, they are suspended for 1 game. Each subsequent fighting major will be a 1-game suspension. At 14 fighting majors, the suspension becomes 2 games. And then it goes on to say that 18 players had 10-plus fights last season.
That's pretty interesting.
And I think we had like 6 fights total at home last year.
Yeah.
It just
that
didn't-
it?
Yeah, it didn't happen very often. Yeah, the damn linesman faster than shit.
Just shoot
Those
for
guys are
just shoot
animals.
for double minors. Fuck it.
Double minor.
That's a short
just
4
get
minutes.
right on that
That's
line.
no good for
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah. Problem is, then you actually have somebody in the box. So
Right.
Speaking of the box, let's roll into that.
go ahead. All right. So you're in the Central in Toledo. We
Yep.
have this old buddy down in Indianapolis. So
This old buddy.
yeah,
So, buddy. Since my
everybody
penalty
knows
box.
him. You go to you've been in the penalty box in Indy, haven't you?
In Indy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That little shit that just mouths off to everybody down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know what we're talking about?
we know that guy.
Oh, do you guys know that guy?
Yeah. So Sid gave him all kinds of shit. So here's your chance.
Anything you want to say, because he's kind of friends with us.
Is he?
I mean,
I'm
You're
not going to go
gonna
too hard.
offend
You know,
you won't
I
offend us.
No.
I'm not
He
going to go
loves it.
too hard on the guy.
He loves it if you do.
I honestly kind of enjoy that stuff a little bit. Obviously, there's times where I don't.
Oh, you shouldn't have said
Really
that.
pissed off. But I'm pretty confident I've given that guy a shower with a Gatorade bottle before.
It kind of gets a hard on if you say Corey. Just Corey.
No chance. I'm not giving him that. No way.
Oh shit, he just tuned in.
Oh, of course,
Literally,
his
just tuned
fucking
in.
ears were burning.
Fucking beat it, Corey. You suck.
Corey, how
And
many
your team is garbage, by the way.
Oh, shit.
So beat it.
We've said that for years.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
just
it's no
I think he knows
secret.
that.
It's no secret.
when you're affiliated with the Hawks.
Yeah.
All right, Corey. So you have to up your game this year. Get that Gatorade shower yet again, and then let Sid pull you through the glass.
I'm taking the cap off this time. You're getting the whole thing. I hope it's red, and you better be wearing a white Fuel jersey.
No pressure. Uh-oh. He says, I hate all of you. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
it's pretty weak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what the hell?
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
thought you
good.
were a heckler.
Yeah, you sound way better through the glass.
I hate you fuckers. I'm
That's
going
so-
home.
That's soft.
Come on, Corey. What the
I'm
hell?
taking my ball. I'm going home.
I'm mad.
All right, here's one that people haven't
That's
asked,
fair.
but I get the feeling that people have that question. People say that you're a dirty player.
Mhm.
What kind of response do you have?
I'm glad you think so. If I can be a dirty player and get away with less than 70, 80 penalty minutes a year, then I'm doing something pretty damn good, right? I mean,
Correct.
numbers don't lie.
I wouldn't say dirty. I would say pest, pain in the ass. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say dirty.
Absolutely.
Dirty
Smart.
is you cross-checking a guy 4 times when he's down on the ice, or
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's dirty. He's well,
I've never been suspended. Let's put it that way.
correct.
Right.
Mhm.
How many dirty players have never been suspended?
You've had any idea how many penalty minutes you've had in your career?
No clue.
3,434.
I highly doubt that.
Didn't we
No,
look
you-
that up one time?
We looked it up.
We looked it up one time, but I don't
The last
remember.
3 years were like under
But-
60.
Yeah.
think,
I don't
Yeah.
take a lot of penalties, and I enjoy killing penalties. It's part of my game. I think I
You've-
excel at.
I'm wanting to say you've had as many penalty minutes in your career with Toledo
Mhm.
as we've had players have in one season.
Correct.
Oh, I believe it. I try not to take penalties. I don't want to put my team short, and I get the worst fucking anxiety sitting in the penalty box watching my teammates kill a penalty that I took. Makes me feel terrible. So I try to
So
avoid that
don't
at all
you.
costs, honestly.
Yeah. So look that up. Look up those career totals just so we can shut these people up.
You can fluff them a little bit too. Make me look tough.
So while he's doing that, here's another question we always ask. We have another one, but you can't answer it yet because I forgot to go get it. I was gonna go get you our famous Coney dogs and hamburgers we have here, just to try.
Oh.
But
Well-
yeah, they're closed.
Well, we can ask this.
We'll have to make another date here, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
We got Power Sliders. We got Coney Island.
That sounds pretty serious.
Yeah, it is.
You got to do both.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. No,
Right,
God,
yeah.
no.
Don't do
Hell
it the
no.
same day unless you got a fresh pack of baby wipes, right?
Yep. That's putting it nicely.
Dude, that's a show idea. We can do a live show from like Coney Island and then do one from Powers.
All on the same day. Watch everybody sweat it out.
So, are
Get
you
the-
more of the slider guy or more of the Coney guy?
Oh, definitely a slider guy.
Yeah, but if you've never had Powers, it's not a slider.
It's not your
White
normal
Castle,
slider.
It's not.
It's White
Well, that's
Castle
good.
on
I'm
steroids.
I'm not saying I'm a slider guy. Like, hey, bring me some White Castles. Like,
Right.
no, thanks. I like good sliders. Back in Michigan, we got a couple places that make some really awesome sliders. Bates Burgers. If you ever
I've been to Bates.
you know what's up.
Bates
you
is
know
good.
what's up. That
Bates
place
is
is
good.
legit.
Yep. Damn it, that might actually win that one. Bates is good, man.
Really?
I'm not gonna. It's just not.
It's game
not as-
changing.
It's not as old as Powers,
absolutely.
but it tastes better.
Oh, it's been around forever. My mom used to tell me she would go there when she was a kid.
Powers is. Larry, you ought to know. Your history.
Okay, my mom's not that old.
Probably in the same freaking building too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
You walk into
That's a
this
long
pla-
time.
You walk into this place, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna eat this, and then you taste, it, and you're like, oh fuck.
Oh my
gonna
God,
eat
am I
more.
going to eat this?
Just don't leave them in the car. The onions are.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
pretty serious on the
Yeah,
onions.
yeah.
Huh?
You can go smoke
I'm
a
all right with
cigar. You can. I smoke cigars. I can go smoke a cigar. If I want to hide it from the wife, I go to Powers. I shit you not.
I gotcha. All right.
That's the only way she's okay with it.
Wash it down.
She goes, oh, what's that smell? You'll find out.
Yeah, you just wait.
There's a good one. What's the biggest thing in your game that you feel that you're going to have to improve this year or going to work on?
Ooh, gonna work on.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. You know, I honestly, without sounding like I'm pumping my own tires here, I feel like I'm a pretty well-rounded player. I feel like I do things well in all areas of the ice and on the game. But one thing I would like to do is just be generally more consistent, especially offensively. You know, my last handful of years in Toledo, I've put up all right numbers, but there's been spurts where I'll get 25 points in 10 games, and then I'll go 10 games and get 2 points. And that's something I'd really like to try and work out. And, you know, a lot of that too is it's the ECHL. Like you have constant roster turnover throughout the year. Guys get hurt, guys get called up, guys are, you know, doing whatever. We had a guy leave mid-season for a wedding last year, if you can believe that.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh yeah. And it wasn't his or anything, but story for another time. Yeah. Anyway, I would really like to just be a more consistent and
Yeah, we sure did, Aaron. Sorry.
I think no, you're good. I think part of that too is, you know, being able to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, don't have to take the bullshit hits you took last year for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I hope not, but I mean, it's part of our game, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm not bitching about it. It's part of it. It's what it is. I've had some bad luck, so hopefully we can turn that around.
Ed, did you find the pins?
I did.
Uh-oh.
So I don't have totals, but in your professional career,
There's a whole lot of them.
the most you've had in one season is 61.
What a fucking goon.
What a goon.
Jesus Christ.
61.
Did you ever
In
fucking
40
play?
games.
He's gonna go play for the Halifax Highlanders.
Yeah, seriously.
Something. Holy shit.
That is
Let's see.
kind of embarrassing, guys. We have to keep doing this.
Last year you
Step
had
that shit up.
I had a lot of penalties in playoffs last year, like way too many.
59.
59.
In the year? What about the playoffs?
Pretty damn close to that in playoffs. It was not good.
Just so
Now, is it just like tripping penalties, or
I mean,
did you
no,
just
I'm
make
not
bad
out
decisions?
there tripping, guys, but like, I'm not
Hey,
gonna
slash,
lie.
wouldn't it?
I can't remember a single damn penalty I took in the playoffs last year. I'm sure there were some ones that I was really upset with myself about. That I was like, "That's a really stupid penalty. What are you doing?" But
Blame the jet lag.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was fatigued from the jet lag.
just a quick look here. It looks like most seasons you're under 20 penalty minutes.
No, that's not right. That's because I played for 5
'Cause you
teams
played
in a season.
different
That's because I'm up and down and up and down and up and down and here and there.
All right, I'll give you that. But in 11-12, you played for 3 teams and you're still only around 30 penalty minutes.
Okay, yeah, 11, 12, that's early on in my American League career, and that consists of a whole lot of scooching up and down the bench, opening doors, sliding guys' water bottles.
You're on the game, doesn't mean
Yeah,
nice.
just because I'm in the game sheet doesn't necessarily mean I was a contributor in any way, shape, or form.
So here's a question. When you
They're
were in
not
the-
afraid to sit you down for a long time up there.
When you were in the A, did you get a rookie party?
Oh, yeah.
Where was it at?
Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember all of it?
Yeah.
You didn't do it right.
No, I agree. and you know what? That's not on me either. Our vets, they dropped the ball there. They all had fun.
Oh, you got to babysit the vets, huh?
Essentially. Well,
Oh, that's horse shit.
I definitely can't go too into detail with
Yeah.
that one, but I had a good time, but not like everybody else did, spending the rookie's money, which is the idea behind it. So
Yeah.
rookie
Yeah.
parties are way better when you're not the rookie, even though being the rookie is also awesome.
Why do you think you got labeled as an antagonist? You think it was because of the way you, is it because stick work? Is it because of mouthing off to guys? What do you think it is that got you labeled as that?
That's really tough to say. I've never thought of myself as that guy, you know, and it's not something I've heard a whole lot of people say to describe me. And honestly, most of the times I have heard that has been from people, fans, people in the Fort Wayne community, because it's been a huge rivalry that I've been on the other side of for so long. And I fucking love rivalry games. Like I get fired up, and I want to do everything I can to win every single one of those. I don't care if we play Toledo 2 times or 20 times. I want to beat the shit out of them every single time. And, you know, I took that mentality every time I came to the Coliseum.
Well, you got
And-
labeled kind of for one incident. You know, your whole,
Oh, yeah.
everything got labeled on one
That's
Which-
point in
literally
time,
it.
Which a lot of people, they heard about it, they may not have been there, but then,
Right.
oh, well, now AJ Jenks,
Right.
the villain.
No, I get that, and I embrace it. It's totally cool. I mean, it happened. It was by no means on purpose. I would never want to hurt anybody intentionally, especially a guy I grew up with.
Part of the- yeah, it's part of the
Yeah,
game.
it's part of the game. But
we talked about that
Yeah.
earlier over a beer, and
Yep.
you know, his exact words is, "It's not like I stuck my fucking knee out and tried to demolish this guy."
right,
Because mainly he could have got hurt too, just as bad.
right, yeah. And I mean, it's honestly the one thing I do remember from the incident when it happened is I remember I saw an opportunity to lay a good open ice clean hit on Sid. And Sid is probably the best offensive player in the league. And if you're on an opposing team, you don't pass up those opportunities to hit other teams' best players, especially in a good
Yeah, right.
open ice clean opportunity. Sid, being the heady player that he is, he got his head up in time, saw me coming, tried to jump out of the way. Bad collision happened, and he got hurt.
Yep.
There's never been one other instance in any level of hockey for me throughout my entire career where everything just kind of went like, holy shit, what just happened? What did you just do? Like,
Yeah.
what did you just do to this guy? This guy's your friend. Like, you've been playing with this guy since you guys were little kids.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's laying there on the ice holding his knee, like in a ton of pain. I was just like, holy fuck, what did I just do? I felt terrible. I lost sleep over it. I didn't sleep for a couple nights after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I just remembered that I am a huge liar. I have been suspended one time, and it was one game for that hit.
Shit, you did get suspended.
Yep. I got
That's
one
right.
game.
I
Like
do
I said,
remember
you
that.
got labeled here for one incident when the rest of your career.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is whatever. I
It was
mean,
hard to
come on down to the
understand.
Coliseum. I'll be there. I mean, if you think I'm a dirty player, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But I'm sure you see me play more than 5 games, you probably won't think the same. But
Exactly. I mean, you got to think of it. They've only seen you play in that rivalry game.
right, exactly.
I've been to Toledo and where you play Kalamazoo, and I don't even notice you.
right.
Don't take that wrong.
No, I know.
Way
I
to
know
be
what
a
you're
dick.
saying, but you're not like. Yeah, it'd be nice if you showed up. You're getting paid to do this, you know. That's funny. No, I know what you mean though, and there's something about a rivalry that, you know, it brings the best and the worst out of everybody. You know,
Everybody
And
steps up.
Everybody steps up. You know, and it's something I take pride in. You know, like those division games are big games, especially at the end of the year when you're fighting for playoff position or trying to get in. Like those division games are the biggest ones.
That's
So
when you hope
all
for Indy
11
down
or
the
12 of them.
stretch.
Right. Yeah.
Indy down
You
the
see
stretch.
Indy on the schedule. You're circling that one going, oh, here we go. I'm going to go see my boy Corey in the penalty box. Friggin' nerd.
So Besides us, who was the team that you hated to go play, or loved to
Honestly,
go play? I guess.
I don't really have favorites or the other end of that. I love playing the game. There's buildings I don't like going into because they're just complete dumps.
I was gonna say that's another
Impossible
question
to get
we always
excited
ask.
to play hockey in, but
We always ask too. What's your favorite barn to play in besides your home barn?
Yep.
And what's your least favorite barn?
All right.
In the coast. We won't go
in
any
the
other
coast.
way.
In the coast. Home barn. Now that it is the Coliseum, I do love playing there. The energy in that building is unbelievable, and it's something that you really notice as an opponent. And you get all the Comet faithful all up in you, and they're relentless. Let me tell you, they let you know. So I'm really excited to be on the other side of that. But I guess my least favorite. Oh shit, man! There's a lot of bad ones.
Did you ever play in Dayton?
No.
Oh, you're so
Thank
lucky.
goodness. I've heard nothing but nightmare stories about that place. But I have played in Wheeling and Kalamazoo.
Do you not like Kalamazoo?
I don't. I can't stand it, honestly. Like that rink,
It's tiny.
it's tiny, but the boards are cement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get a good run up against the boards. That shit hurt. That stays with you until the next time you go to Kalamazoo.
And you look at that spot going, mm-mm.
Right. Yeah. You're like, yeah, you know what? You get that one. I'm going to stick check this time.
So we all hear, West Banco and Wheeling kind of sucks, especially if you go on a Sunday.
Brutal.
Who was the other day? Was it Sid that said he feels so bad for their announcer that has to try to get like 400
yeah.
people riled up?
If that, man. If that. It's tough.
All right, Larry. Aren't you glad you don't ever have to deal with
Oh
that?
yeah.
Our slow nights are like 5,500.
Right.
So don't make me regret that saying.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, that's one question. We've had a lot of fun with people talking. A lot of people say the old Elmira barn.
Oh, man.
I know you played in that back in the day.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I set an ECHL record in that fastest overtime goal in the playoffs in that building
Did you?
as a member of the Everblades, yeah.
Remember, what was it?
I want to say it was 7 seconds in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a face-off win.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Face-off win, D-to-D, chip up the wall. I picked it up and shot and scored. Get me out of this damn place. That place sucked.
Yeah, that barn. I'm glad it's not around in the E anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, me too.
What about Adirondack? You like playing over there? Everybody always talks about how much they like it.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
we've heard all
numbers.
kinds of good stuff
Seriously?
over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't stand it.
And I guess they have a section in, and it'll just give you all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah. That part of it's cool. Like when you go to these, these random small towns that all these, these teams are in, it is cool to see some of, the passionate fans. Some teams have more than others, but everybody's got some.
Yeah.
And the different towns, they do different things, they say different stuff. It makes it a lot of fun. But in my experience, Adirondack, no thanks. My very first road trip in pro hockey as a member of the Rochester Americans, we went to Glens Falls, New York to take on whatever the Adirondack team was it then. Who knows? I think it was Philly's team, the Phantoms. Yeah. But we got into town at like 4 a.m. We go stay in this hotel, and this hotel is disgusting. And it looks like it's straight out of a horror movie. And
Sounds like the hotel we put Allen in when they came into playoffs.
nice. I like that. But yeah, we get into the room. It's like 4:30 in the morning. My eyes are barely open. I throw my shit on the floor, and my roommate does the same. And he lifts up his mattress. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "I'm looking for bed bugs." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Oh, fuck, we got bed bugs. We're out of here." I was like, "Oh, looks like we're not going to bed then." All right, cool. Back to the bus we go. So yeah, first night of that trip, slept on the bus.
Ugh, those bunks aren't that comfortable.
I was not a sleeper either.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome to the
no.
big leagues, kid.
Recline your seat. And keep
Yeah.
your tray table up.
Yeah, no trade tables.
So somebody asked, what was it like coming into the Coliseum your first time?
That's a good question. It's
Been a while.
I've been back so many times. I honestly can't say that I remember my first time. The obvious first impressions are the building is huge. It's massive. And the one thing that I really enjoy about it is all the banners, the championship banners, the division championships, conference championships, and all of the players from the past that have had their jerseys retired. I just think that much history in an organization in this city, that's so cool to me, and it's just extremely exciting to be a part of.
Nice. Now, have you learned, I mean, you've been around for a while and know Fort Wayne. Has anybody told you any of the history and all that besides what we talked about earlier?
Yeah. So when we came here on a little visit a few weeks ago, Mr. Franke told us a bunch of his stories from back in the day, you know, his old Komet teams and from when they bought the team and whatnot. And we've been fortunate enough to hear, you know, quite a few stories actually coming up to this point, and looking forward to hearing some more. I love old hockey stories. Those are the best.
Oh, yeah. That's why we do this shit.
Yeah, right? Sign me up.
So somebody sent us a message and asked, what is your number one goal that you can remember in your career?
Oh, man. I scored a playoff goal a couple years ago with Toledo against Kalamazoo. It was in the first round, and we should have beat the hell out of them, but they were just lingering like they like to do.
That was in 17 when we should have won.
I think it was, yeah. I think it was.
We got you in the
you
second
guys
round.
beat us in the second round. Yep. It was game 5. Series was tied 2-2. We were tied in the game. I hadn't been playing very well that night, and I finally got a break, like a puck race with one guy between me and the net, and I roasted that guy, and it's just me and the goalie at this point, and I put it short side, blew the water bottle up to the 10th row. The whole place just went insane. It was a huge goal for us in the playoffs because, I mean, from that point on, we ended up winning the series, and it was a nice goal too, so that one's stuck with me for a while.
Another question is another message. Ben Wilson, what was he like playing against up there? I guess you're going to see him again. So
right, I'm sure I will. Right, he's a tough player to play against. He's a smaller guy, but he doesn't back down from anybody. That's for sure. He's a tough dude, and you know, he doesn't give a shit if you're 5'5" or you're 6'5" going into the corners. He treats everybody the same, and he's always playing hard. So he's a player that I have some respect for. Other than the one incident that I'm sure you guys know about, that was
the cross check.
That was fucked.
Yeah.
That was
so
the most
let's
disturbing
get into
thing
that.
I've ever seen.
So what was your view on that whole thing there?
I was like 10 feet from it.
Yeah.
You know, just handed off with some guy, whatever. And I'm watching this, and there's 1 and 2. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, you did your thing. Go sit down, you dumbass. We're going to score on the power play. And then it's, 5, 6, 7. I'm like, am I watching this? Like, this is surreal.
This is seriously happening.
Slow motion.
Like, what in the actual fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, I don't know. That was a really strange time.
He really
it's
lost
like,
his shit
like,
all at once.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
mad.
I totally get it. You know, you lose your shit and, go do something, but something like that is just, it's so far over the top. It's not even comprehensible to me.
Didn't he get, was it 20?
I don't remember.
I think it was.
I think it was a 20 gamer, wasn't it?
And honestly, I felt like it was light.
Yeah. The
Like,
way he
I
did
felt
it.
like they absolutely could have handed him a lot more than that.
Somebody did mention earlier. I don't know. Did you see the hit that one of the Rupert brothers laid on Sean Flanagan last year in the playoff, right before the playoffs started?
No, I did not see it. I remember hearing about it and hearing that it was pretty nasty.
It was filthy. But somebody said that we'll love you if you can knock Rupert in the next season.
Oh, that's funny that they said that. I was doing physical therapy for couple of the injuries I sustained in the playoffs last year. And, I'm walking down the hallway at this facility in Toledo where I'm doing the therapy. And there's a picture on the wall. It's a hockey picture. I get a little closer. It's me. I'm like, oh, sweet, picture of me on the wall. And I'm hitting somebody, and I'm burying this guy. And I look a little closer, and it's Rupert. So I was like, oh, sweet. That guy's a little dick.
Which one?
I can't tell the difference between the two.
Yeah. I don't like either one of them. So
Yeah,
one
I'm
of
not,
them,
I'm not a huge fan either. They're really good players for sure. Those are really good players.
they complement each other.
They do for
Indy
sure.
signed 1 this year.
They've only got one back. I think the one, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if they can.
he's got a 20. They gave him a 20 gamer.
Yeah, so
Was it from behind? Was it elbow in the
Yeah,
head?
we
Or
were in and we had just scored to knock Indy out of the playoffs. We took the lead, and then it came off the face-up in the last minute, and he dumped the puck in. He took the face-up and intentionally dumped it just far enough, and then
oh
Flanagan went in,
no!
and he just
There's video. Ed, see if you can find that video.
First into the boards.
Oh,
And then just kind of tough guided for about 5 seconds and then skated off the ice. He knew it was completely premeditated.
That's such horseshit. You're
Even
a
their
loser for
announcer-
doing that.
Their announcer was even like, "Oh no, like you can't do that. Like
No,
you just,
that's
you just
not
can't
okay.
do that."
And it's not like we're out here making fucking millions of dollars either. Like, don't forget, like this is the ECHL. Like
Yeah,
these guys
Most
are
of you
playing
guys
for.
work in the summer, so
I'd be damn surprised if there's somebody that didn't and survived.
yeah.
Like you just, it's just the way it is. Like you
Yeah.
don't do shit like that to a guy who's playing.
Let's
I
see
can't
if
talk about that.
Ed's got it here.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
The good thing is you don't see him for at least 20 games this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not worried about that little runt. What a loser.
You can't tell he's watching a video from last year.
That is such a joke.
Oh, that's a good question. If you could bring one guy from
Yeah.
Toledo, who would it be?
Oh man, I got to go with my boy Bursch, Shane Bursch back.
Figured
The guy, he's so good.
that's a hell of a pick.
He's so good.
Figured you could put Pat, and I was like, oh, he's already been here.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. That wouldn't be a bad pick either. Pat Nagel, that guy.
You know what? He finally showed up in the
sounds-
playoffs last year. I'll give him credit.
He was absolutely lights out.
He was.
I
He
can't.
played.
There's
amazing last year.
very, if any, plays that I can remember where I was like, man, he's gonna want that one back. Like he was extremely solid.
Yeah, he shut us down.
Good as he could have been. Yeah,
Um,
he was. Made a difference in that series for sure.
So we've heard some stuff from other Toledo fans about some of your hobbies. You're a huge or avid fisherman and hunter.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's huge around here. You'll get a lot of fans just for
Alright.
that.
All right, cool. I can dig that.
So actually, I think deer season starts Tuesday. So
Okay, well,
October 1st.
I brought all my goodies, so I'm ready.
yeah, archery.
Absolutely.
Not that I'm looking
You
forward
see
to
the
that.
headline: AJ brought guns to Fort Wayne.
Hey, we're safe in this city.
What the hell?
It's safe in this city. You're not going to catch shit in Fort Wayne for that.
All right, good, because I did.
And in most parts, you won't get shit for that.
I'm not carrying guns around doing shit. It's just my hunting stuff.
Don't look in my car. Well, you
I
guys
got
got anything?
I got a question here.
Uh-oh.
Let's see it.
Were you involved with the huge brawl against KC?
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Huge. Is that now what we were just talking about?
Yeah,
with
the clots. Yeah, that was clots.
Okay.
Yeah, that was that whole. Yeah, I was very involved. I was the center.
Yeah, he was in the start of that.
I was
shit.
the assaultee.
Yeah,
That's all they wrote. So
Yeah,
they must not have heard the beginning here.
yeah, I might have missed the beginning. Yeah,
I didn't.
I was
realize
very
that
much
KC.
involved in that. I'm not gonna lie, I took a beat down on that one pretty good.
Worth it.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Klotzy got suspended a shit ton for that too.
Yeah,
I remember
well, I
that.
mean, it was nothing related to the play whatsoever. The guy just
Yeah, it was behind it.
Just
It's behind the play.
Just kind of lost it and started wailing on me with cross checks. So
Um,
that's sweet, man. Hope you feel good about it. You're tough. Cross checks.
and now people are saying that.
Who's on the ice? Who's the best shit talker? Because the
Shit
fans,
talker.
the fans will never hear it.
That's funny.
But
Oh,
somebody
man.
that just gets to you.
And well,
That's
I was
one
gonna say,
thing,
It's
like-
not yourself. 'Cause I know
Yeah.
you can antagonize the hell out of people.
Yeah, I can
We've
get under
heard-
guy's skin, but I just that's another. It doesn't bother me if people say shit to me.
Really?
No, it just doesn't get like you talk all you want, dude. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Like
Even Kravchenko, did he say anything that night?
no, he stuck me in the balls like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. I mean,
Well, no, I mean I got him too, so like we're even for that. It's all good. I don't hold any grudges. It's not like I'm out there and don't touch anybody. I know how it goes. It's all.
So you can't
it's
pick one guy out, huh?
Not really. It's just the whole trash talking. It's something. It just doesn't get to me. I laugh at it. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
If if guys are real serious about it, thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy off his game by chirping him. It's like,
oh, that's what Corey
go
says.
right ahead, man.
That's what Corey says. Corey thinks that he changes the game.
Corey, you have absolutely zero impact whatsoever. Don't even bother coming.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
All right.
What do you think is going to happen the first time you go back to Toledo? What do you think the response of the fans is going to be to you?
I think they'll welcome me back. I think
First time.
the first time.
And then
Yeah.
after that,
Until-
after that match.
Right, yeah. Until we beat the hell out of them, and we're leaving that building. We come back the next time, they're probably not going to be too pumped to see me, but
like I said, Justin
That's
Hodgson,
okay.
He played over there, and then they just despised him when he came over here.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but Hodgman didn't play there for 5 years either.
that's true. But he did have a solid year when he was over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like playing against Hodgman? Be honest.
Hodgman's another one of those guys that I played against for a long time at all different levels. Like
Yeah.
he played in Erie too.
Yeah.
So I played against him in the OHL. He was a good player. He's always been a good player. Oh man, don't hold back, really.
Seriously, don't.
I think he's a really skilled, talented player. I've never been on a team with him, and just judging by how he is on the ice and how he interacts, from what I can see with his teammates, I don't think I would survive on a team with him.
Yeah.
He's, to me, as an outsider, it looked like he was way too much about himself and not so much about the guys around him and the logo on the front. So I don't have time for that shit. That's not why I'm here. That's not what I do. No, thanks.
So in other words, what you're saying is you're more about the name on the front than the back.
I'm about winning. I want to win. That's why I'm here wearing this badass jersey right now.
There you go.
And you guys all know what happened. He didn't bring a championship here. He didn't get you guys too far.
Nope. But I can guarantee you, based on our replies right now, you just gained a shit ton of fans. So.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, one person said that you're their new favorite player just for what you're saying about Corey.
Hey, thank you. You're my favorite fan. Corey, you suck it. You suck.
We'll tell you this. We went to we told Sid this the other night. We went to a Chinese place here in town. Me and him were heading to Indy to watch him play the night Hodgman broke his hand on Misko's face. And hilarious. I don't like Misko, so
That was a good
I
game.
don't know. Yeah.
anyways, we're sitting there. This little old lady was sitting in this booth, and we had our K stuff on. She goes, "You're going to the game tonight?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Tell that dickhead in Indy to shut the fuck up." We just stood there like, what? I mean, this
That
lady
is
had to
awesome.
be 75 plus, and those are her exact words.
That is awesome.
Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
When we got down there, it was
Hope
the
you
night,
heard that, Corey.
yeah, that was the night. Hodgman broke his hand. They tried to knock the glass down in the penalty box on Cody, and then Cody flipped him off skating backwards after we beat him.
Yeah.
So,
Classic.
yeah, you probably were you? Did you watch that game?
No, I didn't think it was last year.
We made too many. We'll make more this year.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Indy, KZ.
Even Corey
Yeah,
even
Corey
says
doesn't
nobody
even-
likes Misko.
Corey does.
I hope you get him back.
Oh man, thanks for chiming in, Corey.
Now he says he likes you. So
All right, what's up, Corey? I still don't like you that much.
Oh shit.
I'm just kidding. It's all fun.
you guys get anything else? Got anything else? Larry got anything?
Now's your chance, people. Bring it on.
Rodney got anything?
It's been pretty tame.
All right, let's
All
hear
right.
it.
What are you most excited about on opening night to step out for 10,000?
Oh man.
Because it'll be a full house.
Oh, I believe
It's
it.
an
I
actual
believe it.
10,000, not 8,000 or 6,000, which is a sellout in Toledo.
That's really funny. Not going to comment on it. I did enjoy that. That's funny.
Standing room only.
Man.
Open seats.
Standing room only. You just can't sit in the seats. You have to stand there. Man.
And don't forget that we're going to have all the old legends on the ice there.
Right. And that's something I'm actually really excited about. I said earlier, I really enjoy the history aspect of this organization and how, all the championships, the different leagues, just so many unbelievable players, like how many jerseys they have retired, all the banners. I love all that stuff. That stuff is awesome. And as far as opening night, man, I'm already so fired up for it. I can't even really pick one thing that I'm most excited about. I'm just excited to play hockey again. I'm excited for a new beginning. And I'm truly excited about the team I think that they're building here in Fort Wayne. I think Coach Boudreaux's done a hell of a job putting together a roster as far as preseason goes. But more so than that, just his plans for instilling a solid culture. And I really think he's going about doing things the right way, which is exciting for me because it's something I went through when I first joined Toledo. That organization, I don't think they ever really had a good team as the Walleye prior to, my first year there when we went on a run to the conference finals. So that's something I'm really familiar with, a culture change, a new regime. And it's something I think that experience will benefit not only myself, but our team too.
Awesome. So we did a contest last week. We're going to have you announce. We're giving away a pair of tickets to opening night.
All right.
So from one of our sponsors, Fan Cave up in Grand Rapids.
Where's Corey, right?
No, hell no.
Yeah,
So-
Corey, you ain't invited, man.
Season
Stay
tickets
home.
to Indy, I'm sorry.
I am, we had 26 entries that actually followed directions. We had a shit ton of you, but you didn't read my shit.
Uh-oh.
So if you didn't follow my directions,
He was being
are,
a little nitpicky on
you
it.
are
He was
SOL.
very nitpicky.
I don't care.
If you shared the
Well,
post, that did not count. You had to share the page.
I even put on here, remember to read the
This is
directions,
not NOM.
guys.
There are rules.
Yeah. So I'm running a randomizer right now. As soon as a number comes up, I'll count it. We'll give a name. So you guys fill time.
There's a question. How was
Fill
it?
time.
How was it playing against Schrock? And he's
Schrock. Oh, man.
He's
Schrock.
probably 2 doors down.
Yeah.
See if he's
Go see if he's out there.
Oh, we're bringing him in here? Just don't let him beat me up. No, he was, that guy was just a hell of a competitor. He was always in your face, never giving an inch. And just another guy that, every time I saw him, he was bringing it. He was bringing everything he had every night. And that's something I certainly respect. And obviously the guy's tough as nails. Something I would never go near.
it's unfortunate his
For
career
a guy like me fighting a guy like Shiraki, that's just a lose-lose. I'm either going to beat him up and he's smaller than me and I should have, or I'm just going to get my face filled in and now I got beat up by a little guy.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. Well, welcome to the show for a couple minutes here, Kaylee Schrock. We aren't going to let you go home
This
yet.
guy just cut me from his junior team.
No, he was our best player. He was our best player out there today. No, it's a pleasure having him on the ice with us, honestly. He's teaching the guys some things that they don't see every day, and having pro players on the ice hopefully will help us recruit a bit for next year. So what's all this laughter going on about?
So we were asking him what it was like to play against, and he said, as long as you don't kick his ass, it's okay.
I was never on the ice against his line. I don't think. I'm 10th forward material. He's out there in the important situations.
So is there anything you can remember playing against him? I mean,
I remember a time when Zid, the whole Zid situation with the knee.
With the knee? Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Who doesn't remember that?
And actually, I think it was my last year playing. I think when Toledo, I think we went to 7 games, and the last game I ever played was in Toledo. It was a best of 7 series. I don't think the home team didn't lose a game.
Yep.
Didn't-
Sounds right.
Yeah, didn't lose a game at home the whole series, and that was just kind of the way the series went. But so unfortunately, like the last game I ever played was against the Walleye and a 7-game defeat. So
That is
tough one to swallow.
That is tough.
But yeah, at least
for him, not for you.
Yeah, no, I was.
I mean, I can relate though. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been in that situation plenty of times. That's no fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not. Well, I think a few years after that, the Comets won a 7-game series. Right?
Yep.
That was with
Yeah,
Nagel
17.
and Embach were on that team, right?
Yep. That was the 17 year.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well, and then
definitely.
you got beaten 7 last year, didn't you, in the finals?
6.
6?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
We lost the first 2
Oh, that's
in
right.
OT.
You guys had home. Yep.
So Toledo was in the finals last year.
Yep.
The finals.
The finals.
Against
Okay.
some wonderful growlers
Okay.
that may not have a stadium to play in after this year.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. But,
Feel bad. I played in that rink once. St. John's is awesome.
It is pretty cool. place.
George Street, man. Party.
You get screeched in?
Huh?
You get screeched in?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you got to.
Yeah.
We got screeched in.
So what does Jenks think about playing in the jungle?
Man, I am fired up.
He's already
I'm-
got who got him this run.
Oh,
That's gotta
Don, the old legend jersey
be,
there.
holy smokes! You guys are gonna scare him away.
No
Well, you don't like
chance,
that old
man.
logo? Come on.
I love the vintage. This is unreal. I'm all about it.
That's definitely from Larry's closet.
Laces might be a bit long. Other than that, we're
Yeah,
good.
lace might need to be tied up.
Yeah, maybe we could trim those or something.
Hey, while we got you on here, let's talk about this weekend, huh? Let everybody know.
Yeah, so big opening weekend for the Spacemen. 6 o'clock. Be here on Saturday night. Hopefully, we have a big crowd. They should have the Spaceman Pale Ale.
Already tried it. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's up
not
there now.
bad.
It's
It's
good.
not bad. Yeah, it should be a good weekend. Should be a lot of fun. I know our kids are excited. They've been working hard the last 3 weeks, and yeah, trying to get more guys in here too all the time. Trying to recruit and get a full roster. But yeah, we had a good first game against Midwest.
Good.
11-3 road victory. Pretty excited
right.
about that. Yeah, so hopefully we can keep
One
the
way to do
momentum
it.
going, and yeah, especially for all the Comet fans, you can get your itch before the season starts. I know that's coming around the corner here as well.
It's good hockey, guys. It's fun.
It is. There's some really good players out there. I was impressed. There's some good skaters for sure. You guys
Yeah.
got a good team.
Yeah, so a lot of forwards. We're kind of riverboat gamblers, all offense. Just go, 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 go,
All
go.
kinds of speed on that squad.
That's
Yeah.
all right though.
Yep.
Fill up the net.
Yeah, we don't have D. We just
You're,
five,
you're
five
undefeated
forwards.
already, man.
We're
You're good.
undefeated. Yeah.
Yeah, you won your first game in history.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Just takes a good coach, right?
Yeah. I'm learning. You know, but yeah, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I'll tell you what. 2.5 months ago, when we had 7 guys on the roster,
Ooh.
definitely hammering the panic button.
Oh, for sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah, having 2.5 months to recruit a full junior team has it's put me to the test, and luckily we've had a lot of support from the players too. Obviously, you know how it is, guy. I don't know how you came to Fort Wayne, but a lot of the players end up doing the recruiting. I don't think people understand that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they're the ones that really drive the off-season process. But yeah, no, very excited. Thanks for letting me get a plug in. But I don't want to steal Jenksy's time, so I better head out.
So he'll come skate with you tomorrow. So. Oh yeah, Sunday night or Sunday game.
Yep, Sunday. So come to both, and if you want to drink beer in the morning, feel free.
Yeah. Hey, we'll be here. Come see us. Say hi.
you
There we
can
go.
watch the game from up on the bar.
Yeah, you can watch the game from up top, and hopefully by Christmas they're going to build out on the other side, so you can watch the game. It'll almost be like a balcony.
Yep.
From that side of the building where you can watch the game across from the benches. So yeah, exciting stuff. I know the ownership group has really worked hard. They're building our dressing room right now. Hopefully it'll be ready by opening night. But yeah, they're really making
Coming down to it.
Yeah, they're really making some good changes. I know the boys will be excited to get in their own dressing room. Right now we're using kind of the community rooms, and
Yeah.
it's a struggle. But they got their joggers today, so they'll be
Yeah,
happy.
they were pretty
for-
fired up about
Were
that.
they?
They brought those boxes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it
They
was
were
like-
going nuts.
All right, good.
It was
Good.
awesome.
So yeah.
All right, buddy. Well,
All
we'll
right.
see you this weekend
Yep,
for sure.
absolutely. Thanks, fellas.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fort, Jenks.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right. So we got a name randomly, and this went through a randomizer, so nobody call us on anything here. So AJ will have you say this name.
Are you
Is-
saying that because it's tough to pronounce?
No.
The one,
All right,
the one
good.
in the dark is the one.
Yeah, the one in the bold starts with an R there.
The one in the bold. All right. So it looks like Rodney Pompey. I'm really sorry if I
Like, no
mispronounced. Oh,
Randomizer, and he's sitting in the room with us. I'm not swear. I swear on it. I randomized that.
You can pronounce the guy's name.
So
did I nail that? Oh, nice. All right, good. I feel so bad mispronouncing people's names.
So we're gonna get you with Nate Long up there in Fan Cave. He'll get you some seats. Pagnuti? Yeah. Oh, Rick. So the question was, oh shit.
It was the highest draft pick to ever play for the, well, the highest
The highest draft pick to ever play for the Komets that never made the NHL,
ever made the NHL.
and he went first overall, never made it.
Really?
Yeah, 67, the expansion year.
67
That's tough.
amateur draft.
Yep. Yeah, it was
Man.
right before the expansion.
I felt bad about going 100 and not making it.
Yeah. So, oh, Ricky, you're not so bad now.
Yeah.
So,
Appreciate that, Rick.
I bumped the fucking camera. Hey, look, you're back. And so is Don. All right, man. Well, we're not going to hold you all night because it's about 9:00. So, and I got to go to St. Louis tomorrow. So
Stanley Cup James.
finally, 30 some years waiting for that shit.
Yeah,
I went to the playoffs.
You guys just
this year,
upgraded
too.
the back end today, too. Big time.
Justin Falk.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's
I know
bitching that they don't
Falker.
like it because
What?
we traded Eddie, and I was like, dude, he hadn't done shit in 2 years.
Man, Falk is nasty.
He is a hoss.
He he is an unbelievable player. You guys will love him in St. Louis for sure.
Yeah. Well, that and we got O'Reilly. You probably played against O'Reilly then, didn't you?
Ryan O'Reilly?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
played in Erie.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. That guy. Well, he was there. He was there when they won the Cup, so I don't count that as a new addition.
Well, I mean, yeah. He was our Conn Smythe. So
Yeah.
one extra question. Who's the best player you ever played against? Or and with?
Phew, boy.
So technically two-parter.
Yeah. Played with I played with James Neal my first year in juniors. That guy, he's pretty good.
Silky mitts.
He's pretty good, and that guy could hammer a puck. Oh my goodness. He was really good. He's enjoyed quite a nice career in the NHL. So he's probably one of the best I've played with. And against I'm gonna go two parts here. I'm gonna go offense, defense, and offensively is probably Steven Stamkos.
You played against those? Wow.
Yeah, so he played in Sarnia when I played in Plymouth. We played
Okay.
our first OHL games against each other. We played each other 12 times a year for the 2 years that he actually played junior hockey before he went and did other cool stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Ran the city of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he was something else. Like, he was their best player his first ever junior game. The guy had 4 points in the first 2 periods of junior hockey.
Yeah,
I didn't.
He's smooth.
He was so good. And then defensively, going back to the OHL again, I'm going with somebody who I think you're probably quite familiar with, Mr. Alex Pietrangelo.
Oh, you played against Petro?
Oh, yeah.
Big son of a bitch.
Dude, he's a monster. And he's just so good. He does everything as well as anybody, and he's absolutely massive.
Who was he playing with when you? Was that when he was out west?
Niagara. Well, I don't remember if it was Niagara or Mississauga, to be honest with you. One of those Ice Dog teams.
I think he played from this Mississauga. I think it was.
I just don't remember which one was which.
Yeah. They were both good.
While he was there.
You got a goalie on your squad now from Niagara. Stephen Dillon. Kid's huge.
Big boy.
6'5", 240.
Qualifies as big.
So, and he's good. You'll love him. Hopefully he hangs around.
Love that.
So,
yeah.
Anything else come through? Or can we let him get out of here?
I think let him get going and
all right, guys.
have to have him on again sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
I'd
a
love to come back if you guys will have me.
absolutely. We'll do a mid-season, probably like February or something like that.
Sweet.
Maybe we'll get you and Sid together finally.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun that way.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, we'll do that. Next week, guys, October 5th. I can't believe it's next week already, is exhibition night. You season ticket holders, you can come out and meet AJ in person on Tuesday night at the dinner and season ticket giveaway. 6 to 8
hi, don't be shy.
someplace. I can't remember where it is. I don't have my paper with me. And then October 12th, don't forget, we're throwing a huge party out in the parking lot that night. Rain or shine, because we got tents. We will have our own Hockey in the Fort brew for everybody to try out.
Brewed by Middle Class Brewing.
In other words, me and Ed.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty awesome.
I'll have Fireball.
Also awesome.
No, it's not.
No.
So
You weren't here last year when he had Fireball.
I
Oh, yeah.
wasn't here very long.
he
At the end of the night, you can say, "I have Fireball."
slept through the first 2 periods. So,
Fireball.
Oops.
so yeah, we're throwing that. Don't forget this weekend, come out and say hi. We'll have a table set up at the Ice House long before the start of the games. We'll also
Friday
be
night.
here for Indiana Tech's home opener Friday night at 7:30. They're playing the number 7 ranked team in the country here in Davenport. So the guest that Darren Wright wouldn't tell anybody that is going to be the PA is none other than Larry Schmidt for the Spaceman this weekend. If you don't recognize that voice, shame on you. So yeah, there's a bunch of shit going on. Hockey season's ramping. We're going to start doing at least an episode a week here before too long. So
Haven't we already been doing?
Pulled pork.
yeah, bring shit to share to eat and BYOB besides our beer for the party. So
Caleb's bringing the pulled pork again.
yeah, stuff's delicious. So
That stuff is amazing.
all right, guys, we'll see you soon. See you this weekend. Don't be losers and stay home. Come out and say hi. So we'll see you later. All right, we're good.
Boom.
See?
That was fun, guys.